The recent coverage of the Anna Nicole death really shows how bad the news has gotten. It's not that we shouldn't have sympathy for someone who dies, but to elevate someone who has been elevated merely as a creation anyway, to a major story that eclipses the coverage given to Gerald Ford, the death of the former president, shows how low we've become. The people who give us the news need to give us the news. Unfortunately, most of the news programs we have now, up to 50% of it is inane entertainment items, from the latest young rapper to the artist who has slapped his wife around or whatever. And so we've lost the fact that there are events going on in the world that are so important, from the nuclear arms race to global warming to soldiers dying in Iraq. We're lost in a mire of talking about things that make absolutely no sense and only keep us uninformed. The American people are to blame to a certain extent. I jokingly have said a number of times it's time to turn the television off, but you really can't. A lot of local newspapers today and major newspapers across the country are half ads. What happened to all the news that used to be in newspapers? So most people get their news from television. That's why it's so important that the people who run the news media give us the news and stop pushing all these celebrity entertainment items at us that really give us no information. Without information, we can't be informed citizens. Without being informed citizens, we can't really keep our democracy intact. Finding news today is very, very difficult. The only way that you can get true news is by watching multi-programs, a lot of different programs. And if you did that, you'd have to spend, to get the real news in my opinion, you'd have to spend 4 or 5 hours a day watching television. And most people can't do that. So you have to read the newspaper, you have to read magazines, you have to listen to the radio if you want to find out what's going. Our government's very secretive, and you're not going to get the news from our government. So again, I keep emphasizing this. The news media has a moral obligation to tell us what's going on and stop giving us non-content items.